Good evening. Your graduate has asked that you treat this exercise with the utmost respect. Every graduate deserves to hear his or her name announced. Please refrain from using any noisemakers, horns, bells, yells, or other distractors that are not conducive to maintaining the dignity and grandeur of this event. We ask that you hold your applause and congratulatory yells until after all names have been called so that the next name called can be clearly heard. Your assistance will help provide the very best graduation for each student. Thank you in advance for your cooperation to ensure a dignified graduation welcome.
Buenas noches. A su estudiante le gustaría que muestre sumo respeto ante esta ceremonia. Cada estudiante que se gradúa merece escuchar su nombre. Por favor, absténgase de utilizar matracas, bocinas, campañas, gritos y cualquier otra distracción que no sea propicia para mantener la dignidad y la magnificencia de este evento. Le pedimos que exprese sus aplausos y aclamaciones de felicitación después que se hayan mencionado todos los nombres de los estudiantes. De esa manera se escuchará claramente el nombre del estudiante que sigue. El mantener el decoro nos ayudará a proporcionar una mejor ceremonia de graduación para su estudiante. Le agradecemos de antemano su cooperación en la solemnidad de la ceremonia de graduación. Gracias por todo.
Please stand for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner by Andrew Martinez and the Pledge of Allegiance by Jose Rodriguez, Vice President of the Class of 2017.
At this time, please remove any and all hats. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed through the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
On behalf of the Maceo Smith New Tech family, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2017 graduation ceremony. I would like to introduce our platform guests, Dr. Lou Blackburn, board member for District 5, Mrs. Carrie Chapman, Chief of Human Capital Management, Mrs. Stephanie Taylor, Executive Director of the Seagoville Feeder Pattern, Mrs. Tammy Sampson, Counselor, and Mrs. Cynthia Saray, Assistant Principal. And last but not least, Ms. Bridget Gorey, class sponsor. Now we will have the treasurer of the class of 2017, Sergio Chavez, with an opening statement on behalf of the class of 2017.
On behalf of the graduates, I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to friends and family and guests to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2017 of A. Maceo Smith New Tech High School. Now we will have a spoken word performance by Deja Robertson entitled A Look Back, dedicated to the class of 2017.
Middle school seemed so long that you wouldn't even think that you would make it to high school. And then when you get there, you think it's like High School Musical and be completely wrong. I know I did. Freshman year, it's like being thrown into a pool and not knowing how to swim, but yet you're panicking so much that you don't even realize that the pool isn't even deep. And that's how freshman year is. You're being thrown into new surroundings. Then it's new students, new teachers, and new responsibilities. And the things that seem so important to you in middle school, it becomes like child's play. Friendships are getting built. Relationships with teachers are becoming stronger. And if we don't realize it or not, a family is being born. Then senior year approaches faster than you think. And those events that took place in 4 years turns into memories, but our family, 2017 family, will be a family forever because we are Royals, class of 2017.
Thank you, Deja, for that performance. I would now like to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Mr. Ivan Reyes.
Hello, everyone. It is with great honor to be here with you today. I want to start off by congratulating every single one of you who will be crossing the stage today. You've worked diligently, you've worked hard, and you've poured every single drop of passion to make this day a reality. I also want to congratulate the parents. Parents, you have raised marvelous, brilliant young men and women today that, without a doubt, they'll be the future leaders of this country, of this world, and to many, they'll be the leaders of our communities that saw all of us grow. Now, when I was beginning to write this, I truly didn't know what I wanted to say. Rather, I didn't know what to deliver. I was given the task today of delivering a meaningful message that would impact all of you for the years to come. But I don't believe that a message is worthy of giving you that impact. So instead, I will be giving you a mission that I know everyone in here can accomplish. I want you to define yourself as who you are, not what you are. What I mean by this is that I want you to remove the labels that society has given you. For example, where I am no longer Hispanic, no longer Mexican American, and certainly no longer a minority. I am Ivan Reyes. Only when we all do this, and once we're all one, we can make a difference for generations to come. Do you and be you. And don't allow society to dictate who you truly are. Moving forward, it takes one step to make a difference. So tonight, we all can take that one step to make that a reality, to remove the labels and be who you really are, and not what people dictate you are. Thank you. Ivan Reyes, the class of 2017.
Thank you, Ivan. And now we'll have a word from our salutatorian. I'm sorry, valedictorian. Yes.
Hello there, special guests, guardians and families, staff, and finally graduates. As I began to write this speech, I had no idea what to put in it or say it. Should I write about me, give advice, or what, my education? I spent the longest time arguing the pros and cons of everything that crossed my mind. Many of you know that this is my process before I speak. I even did some research and looked at past valedictory speeches while trying to, brainstorm what I was trying to say. And finally came to the conclusion that I should just follow my own unsaid thoughts that I've had throughout the year. But yeah, I suppose I will just go ahead and say what I have to say. For my peers, I hope that you not only get what you need in life, but you give what the world as a whole needs from you. To the people who've been close to me, thanks for putting in the effort and time to get to know me. I know how silent I can be. I really owe a great deal to y'all for the enjoyment I've had over the last 2 years here at UTech. For the guardians and families of those young people sitting before me, thank you for any guidance and care that you have provided to all these individuals. And I would love to give my sincerest thanks to the people whose parents have not only helped their own children, but in their spare time have also come and helped me when I needed it. Also, a thanks goes to my parents who put up with the back-breaking hours at work and home to support their kids. Lastly, to the staff at A. Maceo Smith, New Tech High School, thank you for providing lessons for the kids that have been in your hallways for 4 years now. And even though there's been a huge amount of changes in staff roster and still continues to be, you've each left your imprint upon the class of 2017. We will never forget for all you have brought to us to this point. Thank you, and good luck.
Let's give another round of applause for Imelda Martinez, valedictorian, and Ivy Reyes, the salutatorian. Those are remarkable words. Now it is my honor to present to you the names of students who have excelled in academics over the last 4 years. If I have Ms. Bridget Gorey, class sponsor, to come read the names. Please hold your applause until all students' names are called for each group. Thank you.
Students who are graduating with an overall GPA of 85 to 89.9 are considered our honor graduates. Students, please stand when your name is called. Marco Luna, Sergio Chavez, Maria Rodriguez, Gabriel Saunders Jr., Anthony Ramos, Isra Marquez, Haciel Chavez, Guadalupe Manjaras, Eduardo Barraza, Orion Hayes, Evelyn Escobedo, Zyshawn Brown, Victoria Sosa, Giselle Avila, Lynette Bautista, Christian Brooks, Antonio Rojas, Jesus Mejia, Lisbeth Gomez, Brandy Kimball, Lorena Villa, Vanessa Morales, Brianna Cross, Andrew Martinez, December Fields, Anthony Lugo, Daniel Olalde, Willie Johnson, Desiree Allen, Stephanie Lopez, Gabriela Reyes, and Jacqueline Cabot. These are your honor graduates of 2017. Please be seated. Next, we would like to recognize the students who are graduating with high honors. These students have maintained an overall GPA of 90 to 94.9 over the past 4 years. Students, please stand when your names are called, and please hold your applause until all names are called. Cassandra Pimentel, Chana Pan, Marcos Dominguez, Nathan Mendoza, Maria Ruiz, Lizette Milan, Jennifer Gonzalez, Adeli Ramos Jacobo, Christian Ramirez, Norma Argandona, Melanie Bueno, Mariah Lavato, Regina Juarez, Christina Leal, and Hector Velasquez. Please be seated. And finally, the students graduating with the highest honors have maintained an overall GPA of 95 and above over the last 4 years. Students, please stand when your names are called, and please hold your applause until all names are called. Alexandria Spencer, Kiera Thompson, Jasmine Berganza, Maria Jose Plasencia, Yaresi Rodriguez, Edith Rivera, Jasmine Avila, Ivan Reyes, and Imelda Martinez. Congratulations, and please be seated. Thank you.
Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our board member for District 5, Dr. Lou Blackburn.
Good morning. I'm sorry. Ole. Okay, so good evening. Principal Charles, I appreciate you allowing me to stand here tonight. And I want to thank the other administrators, faculty and staff, and parents and relatives and other friends that are here tonight. We want to say congratulations to this 2017 class of Antonio Maceo Smith, New Tech High School. You have made it this far, and you only have a little bit more to go. So I see some of you are shaking your legs. You're just real nervous. Don't worry, you're going to get the diploma after a while. But graduates, it is indeed a privilege and an honor to have this opportunity to address you on this milestone occasion. Your successful attainment of a diploma is what gives meaning to the boards of trustees' efforts and what guides their decisions. Congratulations on making it to this point in your life, your graduation from high school, and your commencement into adulthood. The diploma you receive today, Imelda, will open doors that otherwise may not have been open to you. The motivation you had to move forward full throttle to acquire the best education possible is the same motivation that will carry you on to many future accomplishments and successes. You see, Ivan, you were successful in pre-K and kindergarten, elementary school and middle school, and now high school. Over the past 12, 13 or more years as students, Sergio, you have worked and studied, practiced and played and grown mentally as well as physically. You have succeeded. As you prepare for your future, Andrew, I encourage you to look at your past, because your past has determined where you are today, and what you do today will determine where you are tomorrow. Andrew, are you moving forward or simply standing still? What are you waiting for, Anthony? Don't just sit there. You can't get to the top by sitting on your bottom. In other words, it may be nice to rest on your laurels, but you won't go anywhere until you stand up and move forward. Louise, you see, this great football coach, Vince Lombardi, once said, the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but simply a lack of will. Maria, do you have the will to succeed? They tell me that smart and successful people have said that the important thing, Eduardo, is to maintain your focus. Focus on where you want to go, and then persist on getting there. Jose, basketball great Michael Jordan says, I have failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed. You see, James, he was focused on his destination, and he was persistent in getting there, because success is about getting things done. They tell me that the characteristics of successful people are quite simple. You see, they have passion, Jonathan, and they have big dreams. They believe in themselves and they keep on improving. They realize it is okay to fail. Adrian, but you don't give up. Take full responsibility for your life. Responsible and successful people are bold and courageous, Antonio. They maintain their integrity, they give back to their community, and they keep on learning. Deja, I want you to find success in college, work, or the military. Be successful with your family. Just I want you to be just as proud of being successful in your community improvement project. Graduates, I wish you great success. Go forth throughout the world representing A. Maceo Smith New Tech High School and the Dallas Independent School District. Your high school years may be over, but remember, your education continues. Now, graduates, in the midst of your celebrations, I encourage you to find time to remember those that helped you get here. At this time, there are people in the audience that helped you get to where you are today. I want you to stand up and wave and thank those that are in the audience for you. Graduates, stand up and thank Mama, thank Papa, thank Big Mama, thank Papa. Thank the family that have helped you to get here. Thank the neighbors, your pastor, your parishioners. It is indeed a congratulations to the 2017 graduating class of Antonio Maceo Smith, New Tech High School. Congratulations.
Will Dr. Blackburn, Mrs. Chapman, please join me for the certification of graduates? As principal of a Maceo Smith New Tech High School, I hereby affirm that each candidate has met all requirements for graduation as determined by the state of Texas and the Dallas Independent School District, and they are qualified to receive their diplomas, or they are otherwise qualified to participate in this graduation ceremony consistent with the laws of the state of Texas and the Dallas Independent School District.
As a member of the superintendent's senior staff of the Dallas Independent School District, I am honored to confirm the certification of the 2017 graduating class of A. Maceo Smith New Tech High School.
As trustee representing District 5 on the Dallas Independent School District, I am pleased to award these diplomas tonight, thereby certifying that these students are now indeed graduates of the Dallas Independent School Districts. Let's get it on.
Imelda Beatriz Martinez. Ivan Reyes. Adrian Alejandro Alanis Munoz. Desiree Elizabeth Allen. Juan Edel Alpizar Romero. Kevin Uriel Alvarez Arellano. Go. Norma Jean Argandona. Giselle Avila. Jasmine Belen Avila. Eduardo Barraza. Lynette Bautista. Jacqueline Kennedy Bennett. Jasmine Berganza. Saida Elizabeth Bermudez Vasquez. Christopher Desmond Boyd. Christian Lee Brooks. Zyshawn Xavier Ray Brown. Melanie Nicole Bueno. Jacqueline Nicole Cavett. Go. Sergio Alejandro Chavez Contreras. Haciel Jesus Chavez. James Anubis Chavez Martinez. Jose Angel Collazo. Brianna Janelle Cross. Raquel Alejandra Cruz. Luis Alfredo Diaz Perez. Evelyn Escobedo de la Cerda. Oh, Marcos Francisco Dominguez Stevenson. Evelyn Escobedo de la Cerda. Bianca Espendola. Leticia Vivian Estrada. Maria Guadalupe Estrada. December Premier Fields. Teresita de Jesus Flores Solis. Victor Manuel Galindo. Lisbeth Araceli Gomez. Alejandro Garcia. Jennifer Gonzalez. Ryan Everett Goolsby. Eva Michelle Guerrero Horta. Valencia Elise Geis. Alexis Guillen. Orion Bernard Hayes. Lakin Arlene Hector Burns. Aaron Abelardo Hernandez. Isaiah Lavelle Hopkins. Daniel Wayne Houston. Kyrie Eileen Jackson. Tyreek Rashad Jenkins. Brianna Dion Johnson. Kiana Devon Johnson. Willie Fred Johnson III. Regina Adrian Shanice Jones. Regina Mary I. Juarez. Brandy Latoya Kimball. James Rollerson King. Christina Leal. Ricardo Lopez, Stephanie Lopez, Mariah Elise Lovato, Anthony Lugo Soto, Marco Antonio Luna Arvisto, Saul Mancilla Garcia, Isra Marquez, Alejandra Martinez, Andrew Martinez, Hannah Gina Michelle Martinez, Joshua Joseph Martinez, Jesus Alfredo Mejia, Nathan Matthew Mendoza, Jonathan James Middlebrooks, Lisette Milan Hernandez, Leslie Ann Molina, Guadalupe Manjaras Castillo, Tamaya Simone Moore, Vanessa Morales, Daniel Gonzalez Olalde, Eduardo Pacheco Saavedra, Shauna Pan, Octavius Jerome Paul, Kimberly Peña, Cassandra Pimentel, Maria Jose Guadalupe Plasencia, Christian Ramirez, Adali Ramos Jacobo, Anthony Ramos Lopez, Gabriela San Juan Reyes, Edith Michelle Rivera Rangel, Deja Simone Robertson, Jose Wilfredo Rodriguez, Mariah Duarte Rodriguez, Yaresi Beatriz Rodriguez, Antonio Rojas Mascoro. Antonio Rojas Mascoro. Go. Maria Paula Ruiz. Maria Shamin Sanchez. Gabriel George Saunders Jr. Deja Denise Ship. Victoria Sosa. Luis Ramiro Sotomayor. Alexandria E. D. Morelli Spencer. Nicholas Alexander Tarver. Malik Devon Taylor. Antonio Tello Jr. Kiera Janae Thompson. Jose Eduardo Valdez Castillo. Gino Velasquez. Hector Velasquez. Lorena Marie Villa. Jonathan Patrick Walker. Zion LaShawn Watkins. And Justin Brandon Williams.
right, graduates, please stand. Congratulations. I hereby declare you 2017 graduates of A. Maceo Smith New Tech High School. Please turn your tassels from right to left. Parents and guests, please remain standing in the stands for the recessional of your graduating class of 2017. All guests exit the stage following the students.
Falcons, please join myself and Alexandria Spencer in the singing of our alma mater.